Aside, you can dual log the same account on both servers, red and blue, at the same time. So if you had a spot where you got a long camp, you can play red. Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, that's totally legal, but
You know, you don't sound like your face looks. I mean, you know, it's one of those things, dude. I mean, when you hear somebody's voice for so long, and then you finally see their face, it may not match up to what you think it is.
he's just a communist, guys. Don't pay him any mind.
Having one chat window is classic. Yeah, I would actually prefer the old style windows if I could, and have it where like the book would take up what else you had left, and it would just be like all
You can
grayish.
you can download that, but it's still broken.
Yeah, it's still broken, and the person who was working on it's probably not working on it anymore. So I'm gonna wait until it's fixed or somebody does it, because I don't know how to do that even remotely. I don't know what that takes, what type of programming skill that is. Who knows? The P99 people at one point may throw it in there, because they are going for the most classic feel.
I mean, when I say it's broken, it's broken. It's like when you open up the inventory, it only shows a warrior. It shows the warrior symbol. It doesn't even show what class you are, and the chat window is completely broken too, and stuff like that. You can't move stuff around or anything. And I don't know. It's just not done right now. And I don't think he's working on it anymore, like you said.
No,
So.
I don't think they are either. So, but you know, it'd be cool, and especially if they go back and create the earlier server, putting that as something that they force players to do would definitely be classic. I remember at level 35, people would shout at the top of their lungs and do little dances and just jump in the street because they would no longer have to look at their book while meditating. And it just opened up the game to them. It actually made it where they could see what they were doing. They could feel like they were part of the world a little bit more than they were. And it was a rite of passage. Something that you thought about early on about, do I want to create another character because I have to go through that again? You know, same thing with like the death in this game. There's a give and take relationship, and it could be very, very difficult for some people to get into that. And, you know, live was a trial by fire. People didn't know exactly what this game was going to be. I saw, you know, things on TV were advertising it about this. It was in gamer magazines, but they never really specified.
Sutter is camping.
Oh, okay, he's going to head out?
Yeah,
Yep.
he's leaving.
Having to stare at the spellbook was the best on PvP servers. Yeah, you could sneak up on people if they weren't listening. You know, sounds became a big thing, and communication in groups became a big thing. Warriors did not have to med ever, so they were the eyes of the group, and everybody else just kind of used their ears. And they had to communicate, man. They had to be like incoming. There was no hot buttons, so you had to like do /G space incoming real quick and specify how many were incoming so that the group would know whether they needed to run, if everybody needed to pop up and organize and move things around. It was a different game, for sure. Demi, thanks for the help tonight. Anytime, man. Anytime. You guys are more than welcome to come out and join us, either in the stream or in the groups. We love to get you guys in here and just have some fun playing around. Sorry, I didn't really have any tunes that were within your level range, but I do now. You're level 13, so you should be able to group with one or more of my tunes.
I'm blinded.
Take it easy, dude. Get some rest and stay warm. Cold front's coming in tonight. Make sure you guys got that heater on if you can, or if you think it's going to be necessary. I know they're expecting snow here by 8 in the morning is when it's supposed to change. It's actually supposed to go down 30 degrees in a matter of an hour. And that's pretty crazy. So it's still not too cold outside, but that's going to change before too long. By the way,
I mean,
whereas here, I remember frogs are living in Guck and Sebelis. We are in Upper Guck at the moment, and I am helping power level a couple of my friends here. What was that, ZK?
Oh, I was just saying you're in Texas, and it's supposed to be hot as heck over there all the time.
Most of the time, yeah. This year's been a little weird. Sutton says, San Diego, bro, it ain't ever cold here. That's what I always say here, too, man. But, you know, weather being wacky, El Nino, whatever the reason is.
Yeah.
Global warming? I don't know. I think weather just be what it is, and it decides to go down whatever route it wants to go down. And whether we understand it or not, it has its reasons. How's everybody else though, man? Have you guys got any levels or?
Yeah, I've gotten 2 levels, so I'm about to be on my 3rd.
What about you, Cypher? You get any levels?
Yeah, I'm level 16 now.
Ooh, nice. Are you digging your warrior? Do you feel like it's a class that you're probably going to go into more? Because you got a Shadow Knight already.
Yeah, I don't really like the Shadow Knight versus the warrior already.
Right? Right? I mean, come on. It's so messed up. I loved my Shadow Knight the first time around.
Yeah.
And now, man,
Yeah, but
like my warrior, I'm digging him, dude.
It's not that the Shadow Knight sucks or anything. It's just that
The warrior's
it's
so much
not
better.
fixed. It's not fixed.
That's true, too. Yeah, the defensive skill on Paladins and Shadow Knights are kind of broken right now.
Yeah.
I mean, it sucks that I have the gear that I do on Malagori, and I'm still getting my face wrecked.
Yeah. And it's noticeable, dude. I mean, I hate to, like, pick on him and be like, oh, it sucks, but it's, you're like a paper tank sometimes when we're in sub, and it's just, man, I can barely keep up the heals. Sutter, I have only seen snowfall twice in my life, and both times I had to go 3 to 4 hours drive to see it. I'm kind of in the same boat with you, although I've never had to, or never had the ability to see snow 3 or 4 hours away from where I'm at. I'd have to go much farther to see snow. We're talking about like 24 hours at least to get out of Texas sometimes.
It snowed in Texas recently. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's not really snow though. It's more of like a sprinkle and then it immediately melts. But to see actual snow that doesn't melt immediately, I can like jump in and not touch the bottom of where the snow is at. Like that has always been like a dream to see one day. So I think me and my brother have been talking about it for a long time. We want to go visit Colorado and like go to some of the ski slopes. It's the closest state to us that has snow on a regular basis. So.
Well, if you ever go down to Colorado, man, I'll drive, and it's only 3 hours from me, the state. So.
Oh heck yeah, dude! We'll come over and visit. That's for sure.
Yeah, it'd be good to catch up, man.
Oh, there he goes. He's getting out now.
Oh, I was clearing the mobs so that he could go up.
He's a caster, dude. But yeah, there's something about playing a warrior that just feels good. You're beefy.
You feel strong.
Yeah, right.
You feel like you're a wall against the tide. And even when you have 5 mobs on you, it feels like it takes them a while to get you down.
It does take a long time. And if you got good gear, like you said, you have 3rd gear waiting for you.
Yeah.
When you put that on, dude.
Yeah. I can't wait.
Just imagine if you get your warrior epic or something, man. You'd be unstoppable at that point.
You can't equip it though, right? Like they changed that for rogues. I think they changed it for everybody.
Yeah, they changed it for. I mean, at that point, he's gonna be in his 50s and stuff at that point. But
I'll probably be 60 before I get my warrior epic. To be honest.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just using that as an example. But imagine if he got his warrior epic and.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. The warrior epic actually is a pretty fun epic, I think.
It's a good epic, but it's just a pain in the butt to get.
I believe you have to actually go up to Plane of Sky to get a sword up there. I don't know if you can do like an inqueuable thing for that part and kind of skip over it and get it at a lower level.
That's not a hard part though. You get those to drop all the time.
That's true, but I'm saying like you have to go to Plane of Sky to get it, which means you have to be that level to go into the planes.
Yeah. So, I'm not gonna get my epic until a long time. But I mean, and I'm going to be in a guild that does Planet Sky every week.
Right.
So it's not going to be a problem.
There's a good belt up there, supposedly, that you can get.
40%, 41%, yep.
The belt of 4 winds, yeah.
That sounds like it's a perfect belt for an ogre. The belt of wind.
Belt of 4 winds, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he can have 4 flavors of wind too. I mean, if that's what you want.
One between each section of each cheek.
Right. I mean, more to love, baby. Get that air going.
But yeah.
But that, and then you also have I think the hardest part about the whole epic is how rare the freaking the Chardock drop is.
It's not rare anymore. It always drops now.
Yeah, Chardock drop isn't that bad. I mean, if you think about like the dragon scales, though.
When we did my epic, we never saw it drop.
They changed it now. The queen always dropped that queen blade for warriors now, I'm pretty sure.
Nice.
Because every time we would get, because in my guild we have a few warrior reps, and they always want to get that queen blade, and every time we've done it for them, it always dropped. And I don't know if it's just pure luck or if they changed something, but I don't know.
Yeah. I guess what's the rare parts or the scales, right? The green scale?
The green scale would be the rarest. And that part...
That's just a fight between guilds.
Yeah, that's why it's so hard.
Yeah, also, depending on the dragon that you kill, the dragon that you kill at EJ for it doesn't drop it all the time either, so...
Yeah.
It's not a guarantee.
And you have to be the winner of that, FTE.
Yep. So depending on, your luck and I don't know.
Or the guild that you join. I mean, if you join the right guild, they may have like 14 of those stacked in the bank somewhere.
Yeah, but they don't just give them out to anybody.
You have to spend your DKP points to buy them, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So go to enough other raids and just don't buy anything, don't get anything, and you'll be able to get your epic maybe.
I mean, I don't know if the epic is even that great, is it? I mean,
it is. It is the blue sword. Now that you can wear the blue sword in your offhand, that and I've seen a warrior in my guild use that sword and another sword. I think the blade of cartage, and all the damn time, and that's all they ever use. Or maybe it's the red sword. I don't know. But
you said you couldn't use the sword in your offhand before. Like that's something they recently changed.
Yeah, it used to be each sword was for a specific hand.
That's what I read.
It's the same with the Ranger Epic. Ranger Epic, each sword is for each hand.
Yep, they changed that now too.
But if it went back to classic Everquest for the other server, that would be a thing again for Canark, all the way up until Velius at some point, right?
Yep.
Yep.
That's kind of cool. I don't know. I mean, you got to remember the way they look, though, is absolutely amazing. It was one of the few weapons in the game that had such a outlandish
particle effect on it.
Right?
I mean, that's the biggest particle effect in the game.
Yeah.
Lightsabers, man. Who doesn't want lightsabers?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I want them. It's just that I see people that they use, I think it's the blue one, like you said, and then they use the
Wave Crasher or something.
The
Infestation.
Yeah, you're right. The one from Dragon Necropolis.
Infestation.
No, not that. The other one.
Wave Crasher's from Siren's Grotto.
No, this one is from Vinicky. It slows. It has a slow.
Yeah, it's
called...
I can't think of it.
That one's better than the Wave Crasher?
Yeah, it's much better.
Wow, how much does that cost?
It's cost nothing. You don't pay to loot for that one. That one is rare enough and hard enough to get that you don't pay for it. You just have to have people to help you get it.
Is it tradable or no?
No, it's no drop.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, and it's like a 10-minute court, so if you don't get your warrior there in time, then you're fucked.
I mean, if it's that rare of an item, I imagine you probably have warriors just sitting there salivating over the chance of possibly getting in line to loot that thing, so they're probably already there.
Yeah. No, what the warriors that I know that have it, what they did is they got a group together for themselves and said, hey, Torp Shaman, Enchanter, and other classes, rogues, let's go get this thing for me so I can be a better tank for you guys.
How is it? I mean, how's the guy spawned? Is he a mob that spawns every 24 hours, a week? Is it a spawn that is always up and you just got to turn something in, or what?
Well, he spawns every 18 hours, but he has a chance to skip his spawn.
And he doesn't always drop it, I don't think, either.
Yeah, no, he has other items as well that he can drop, so...
Yep.
So if he's up, who else would want to kill him? Like, what are some of the other items that may drop here?
There's a bone melt club that has like a necro spell on it that monks could use. That monks want. I can't think of the name of the club.
Say,
I thought that
12
was
mage
off of
behind you
Neb.
guys. There's a 12 mage. And he's asking if you guys have any room.
Yeah, we. Now this one is dropped from Dragon Acropolis.
Yeah, well, Bone Melt also drops off of Neb.
Yeah,
and Dragon Necropolis.
So his name is Neb? That's the mob you have to kill is Neb?
Well, that's for the Bone Melt, which has incinerate bones as the proc.
No. The warrior one you were just talking about a minute ago. Who drops that one?
Vaniki. Vaniki, yeah.
Vaniki. And he drops what else? Is it, like, what other classes? Maybe if you don't know the exact loot, but you know what other classes are after it.
No clue. Let me look them up.
I know it's a lot of melee classes. I know paladins and stuff can use it as well.
How many people do you necessarily need? I mean, obviously the skill level and
one group of 60s.
Just one group?
Yeah, you can definitely one group him if you have the right combination.
I don't think I've ever seen anybody in there killing him before. So is that a permacamp thing, or people just have the timer and show up? Or
he's on perma farm. I mean, people just generally. We have the timer all the time, and just
go in there and check.
And when he's up, we kill him.
That makes sense for such a great item, especially if it's multiple classes in there. But sounds easy enough. We might be able to do that if it wasn't so contested, I guess.
Yeah. It's just getting the. I mean, it's just getting down there is the problem, because it's not just the fact that he's up. He roams around in the zone too, and other mobs can kill him. So if you don't kill him or pull him before the other mobs kill him, then you don't get your item at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a little interesting. So there's a little bit more to it than just straight up get there and kill him.
Yeah, he roams around the zone, and it's just you gotta know where he's at, and where he roams at.
Is he a spellcaster?
No.
So you could have maybe a monk down there holding the spot, pulling him back and forth. Yeah,
Will Sapper, that's the weapon. That's the weapon, Will Sapper.
And he also drops scroll power, which is it's got to be for a quest. Key to jailed Dar's lair.
Did you guys not invite telepathy?
I did.
He didn't get it.
I just hit 15, and I get my new spells. Do we want to go out so I can go get them, or do I just want to go and get them, or what?
I have to get double attack still myself.
And Wolf has to get dual wield.
I mean, we could keep going for a little bit longer. We just got him in here. If you guys want to keep going for like 30 minutes, and then we'll head out, and you guys can do your group stuff or your guild training.
Okay, that's fine with me.
Okay, wait a minute. So you can do a quest for the key to jailed Dar's lair, and that's to go and talk to the sleeper-looking mob inside of the tomb. But actually, if you do a quest with Neb, I have no clue how you would get his faction. He will give you the Neb's Warbone, which has the bone melt on it.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So, like I was saying about that mob, he's just he's just a pain in the ass, and I don't know. You gotta get lucky. I guess what I'm saying is if we're suspended or something, just get and you have the timer, just go and kill him.
Oh, is he considered a raid mob or raid
No,
zone?
no. He's in a raid zone, but he's not a raid mob.
I didn't think Dragon Necropolis was really considered a raid zone. I mean, what's in there? It's
Zalandikar.
Zalanikar's in there.
Which is Vision Peak. No, I'm not Vision Peak, but Sleeper's Tomb key mob.
Yeah.
So it is considered a raid zone.
Technically.
Yeah, so they cannot even be in that zone during that time.
Man, that's a lot of zones that are off limits to you guys when you guys are banned.
Yeah, there's a full list of what we can't do. We can't even do Ragefire when we're suspended. Ragefire is considered a raid target.
And you can't even enter those zones to pass through them, so that sucks really badly too.
Yep.
So I guess it's just East Commons for you guys.
Pretty much, yep.
Freeport, baby. If it's not against the rules, you guys could go work on your trade skills, get some blacksmithing up. Become a farmer? Something? I have no idea. I have no idea what you guys would do with your time.
Correct laws of Zalandikar. 1425 incapacitate.
Yeah, that's a pretty good item for warriors.
Srcyer is up.
Yep, I'm gonna pull him right now.
Decreases agility by 49, decreases strength by 49, decreases AC by 9.
Yeah, that's a good aggro weapon.
Isn't Wave Crasher pretty good? I mean, that's why people pay as much as they do, because it is tradable and definitely seems easier to get than the one you guys are talking about.
Oh boy, I might die here.
Wait, you taking some hits?
Yeah, he's at 14% health.
Alright, remedy incoming.
And he also has the pet on him, too. That's the main thing. Should have probably had me pull it.
Well, you were on the wiki or something.
Yeah.
Alright, the pet is rooted.
The mage gave me a damage shield, so it's okay. He's gonna go down.
Have you guys gotten anything good off of these things? I mean, that's like the third one we've gotten tonight.
Have we even looted them?
I have
not.
No.
That's the real question.
You guys been letting this stuff rot? Seriously?
I have no clue. I haven't looted anything.
Bunch of elitist, man.
You know me, though. I don't loot stuff.
Killing names and then just like, oh, it's a fungi. I don't care. Like, what's the best thing that I can drop?
Dude, I honestly have forgotten about that. I'm not ashamed of admitting him that I've let it into Srcyer rot just because I forgot to loot him.
Yeah, you forgot because there was nothing good on that guy.
No, I just forgot.
I'm pretty sure if it was the king room, you would have remembered.
No.
Oh, I'm blind.
Well, maybe.
Alright, incoming heal.
Feels like a lot of times 40 or even 35% health is my stopping point on a lot of these mobs. That's whenever I start to be back at them.
Have you ever thought about getting the Dwarven culture armor, the strength set for the dwarves?
No.
Why not?
Because I already have 90% of the Colding armor.
Yeah, third armor waiting for him.
It's really good stuff, though.
Oh, I know. But I don't have the money for it. I just spent all my money on gems.
Oh, I hear you.
And I'm about to get a new weapon.
What are you going for?
The wrapped empathy thing.
Fine, yeah. It has a blind. It has a blind and a poison effect on it.
Wow.
Yep.
How much is that one going for?
A blinding poison.
5K, something like that.
Nice.
Yeah. A blinding poison.
Oh, and it procs at level 1. So, boom, boom.
That would be a
Accent
really good...
offhand, that in the main hand.
Yeah. What classes can use that? Like any tank class, ranger, that kind of thing?
Yep.
Yep. it's a really great twink item, and it's blinding poison, so it obviously blinds and causes the mob to run away. So you got to be careful with that.
Well, I mean, if you're right on top of them, it'll blind them like Flash of Light does, and give a lot of aggro to the tank that does it.
Well,
yeah,
it's double aggro because of the poison as well.
What zone does that drop in?
That drops in Dragon Necropolis.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Off the same mob type that Valfang is.
All right.
So if you get that and you get the infestation, you're solid. Solid to 60.
I remember.
Well, I mean, you know.
Go ahead. I was gonna say I remember one of the warriors in our guild had that Emperor Chief spawn, and he was tanking one of the dragons in the zone, and we got ads, and he was on the ad, and he feared one of the ads because of that proc, and it feared and ran away and brought more ads. It was crazy.
So is it better than the hammer? Because the hammer, the Sonaric Warhammer, or whatever, it's like 2K.
I have the Warhammer also. It's just that for that is a very good low level proc item.
At a higher level when you get to the 40s or 50s when you can
I'm going to try to have the infestation in the hammer.
Gut, the voice you're hearing right now is the voice that is streaming right now, but the other two guys actually do their own videos. We got Cypher Deck, if you want to say a little something so they know what voice it is.
Yeah, guys, this is Cypher Deck.
And he has his own YouTube channel, and he comes out with lots and lots of games out there. If you like building materials, say like Astroneers or Space Engineers, Medieval Engineers, we've done a lot.
Anything with crafting.
Yeah, we've done a lot. You've done a lot of those, especially. What was that other one? Mechanics?
Scrap Mechanics?
Scrap Mechanics. That was another one that you did. And you do a lot of other games besides building ones, but you've got your own Everquest series going on. Invictus kind of game where you speak out the spells that you're casting, and he's constantly adding new things to his channel as well. ZKP99, if you want to say a little bit something so they know your voice.
Hello, I'm ZK. I do raid footage, but however, I am expanding on. I've done other things as well, but I will be. I just don't have a computer that can do all that stuff right now. But when I can, I will be adding more to my channel.
And we were just discussing some of the better weapons for warriors. Infestation definitely seems to be on the list of ones to get for pretty much everybody. And considering that it's a free weapon in the sense that you don't really have to pay for it because you can't. It's a no-trade weapon. And it drops quite a bit. I mean, there's like 2 or 3 drops per kill. Used to be all the time. Now it's a 24-hour spawn. Is it 24 or 12? I think it's 24.
It's 24. Yep, 24.
It can be a little harder to get, but still not too hard.
It's the scout who's on a 10-hour spawn.
Yeah, it used to be like a 30-minute spawn, and everybody, all the warriors, would just have one day one Velius because it was like a 30-minute spawn, and we just go and kill it.
Yeah. I was actually there the last night. It was like that, and we camped it for forever until everybody got one of the fangs.
Yep.
But I never actually turned it in to get my helmet, even though I have everything I need except for one of the guards' head and Kale, which supposedly is supposed to be the easiest part of that entire quest.
Yep. Drew out.
Yeah, it's just pulling him out and, tagging him out, so... from the other guards that roam in that bank and the arena and stuff like that.
Right. With that UI, how do you know what buffs you have? If you look up in the top right corner, all my windows are made to phase out when I go over them, so I can see a little bit better if I need to highlight it, but as soon as I move my mouse off of it, it fades away, so you guys can see more of the image and aren't distracted by all the windows that are down here blocking the picture. And the same thing goes in the far right corner. You'll see a little thing that says effects. And that's where my buffs will go. I don't actually have any on right now, so you don't see them there. But I could see them just as clear as day. And I'm used to it. This is the same setup that I had when I played on live. And it's kind of like I've mentioned before, like driving, you constantly checking your mirrors left to right, and it just becomes habit. So maybe a little weird for some, but you know, whatever works for you. I've seen people put their stuff down here on the bottom, all right next to one another, and you know, again, if that works for you, that's fine too. I'm amazed that I have not run out of mana with you guys, because I've not really been able to sit down for more than like a second or two here and there.
What's your mana at?
Oh, I'm at 55. Like, it doesn't go down, really. To be honest, Srcyer is tanking like a beast in this area. He needs very little healing. I don't think my Ranger would be able to keep up with him, because I do have to throw a heal on every once in a while. And the Ranger heal is so horrible that it takes like 2 heals with his healing at the moment to do 1% on Srcyer. So he has a lot of hit points.
I mean, I'll tell you what, I'm really enjoying my Paladin. I didn't think I would, but I am, and I know what you mean when you know about the warrior that you guys were talking about earlier. You know, it's just like a different class, and you don't need. I mean, it's like I don't know, you guys.
You find that class that does it for you, dude. That's all it really comes down to. Whether it's, you know, playing an enchanter or a wizard, whatever your personality is, whatever your play style is, you'll usually find a class within this mix that will suit your play style and will allow you to mix it up and change it whenever you feel like. For me, though, I played a Shadow Knight the first time around. What's up?
Sometimes I forget that I'm pulling, and I just fight the mobs down here. This mob's at 25% that I'm pulling.
The life of a warrior, man, a dwarf warrior.
It's because he doesn't even need the help. He's just like, whatever, I got this. I got 14 mobs on me. But we will be ending the stream here in just a little bit, guys. Maybe another 5-10 minutes here. We got most of our people here have leveled up a couple times, and both Srcyer and ZK both have things they need to go train in the guild hall, things they need to buy for their spells, whatever the case may be. I think Srcyer, you said dual wield?
Double attack.
Double attack. Oh, well, that's definitely something you want to put in as soon as you can.
Yep, and then I think I can't remember what level it is, but I also have another ability that I should be getting to.
I don't know what level warriors get disarmed, but
that's 35.
That is actually a really good ability to have. It goes off all the time. Almost every mob that I see with a weapon, you'll be able to disarm it within the first like 10 or 15 seconds of a fight. It has a very high success rate.
Yeah. I think they get it before even monks. It's kind of weird, but it makes sense, being that they're a tank. And they're the ones that the mobs should be facing anyway.
I always thought the people who should get disarmed were the rogues. Like the sneaky
guy.
That's
true.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
I have disarm, but I don't even think I have it in a macro.
I think they should be the only ones that have it.
I forgot about it.
Alright, we got a mob up here. Let me know if Z needs a heal. I'm going to keep Srcyer targeted for now because he's at 55%.
I got 2 incoming.
We should be good. Let's see. Wolf. Yeah, Wolf took a little bit of damage. Not too bad. But yeah, Upper Gut Scryer Room, if you have not been here before, really good spot to come and get a little bit of experience. Early 20s, late 19s, or late teens.
Yep.
I think you could stay here to about 26 before you're really just not going to be getting any more experience, and you probably should move on to a deeper camp, you know, down maybe towards the Lower Gut zone line. Not actually in Lower Gut, but the Lower Gut zone line would be good for you. Or you could make the trip over to High Pass. That would be my suggestion. High Pass is amazing. There's some good loot over there to be had. The idol sells for about 800 plat to 1,000 on a good day. You can get some quest items to get a little bit more experience. The Orc scalps, the Gnoll scalps. And then if you get a little bit higher level, you can make your way into High Keep itself, which to me is one of the best zones for somebody who is trying to either raise money or just like a little bit more safety. There's guards in there to run to within like 10 feet. Now, the guards are incredibly weak. What's your experiences, guys, with High Keep? Did you guys like it? Did you go there on live or no?
I've never went. I mean, I've went to High Pass Hole, but I never actually went into High Keep. I mean, I know Super Bits and Bob are soloing guards up there all the time, but and there's a erudite vendor that you can sell to in High Keep itself that will sell to anybody. So even if you're an Ixar or a Lizard, Ogre, Troll, whatever, you can sell the swords that you get from the guards or the Gobliniers or whatever, and you're good to go and you'll get your plat. But that's all I know. I've never really been in the zone and did that because I was a barbarian and I didn't want to ruin my faction, you know?
Wait, why would you ruin your faction being a barbarian in High Keep?
Because I was a good race.
You can kill goblins up to level 35-ish.
Yeah, down in the basement.
I never even did that.
Oh, okay. What about you, Cypher?
Oh, every character has been there. It's a rite of passage.
That's your next stop then, huh?
But that's not where this guy's going.
No? Where are you going?
This guy, when he gets to that level, he is going to be soloing in Khazad-dûr. I have a spot that I used to solo my warrior in that zone.
All right. That's a little interesting. I've never heard of anybody soloing in Khazad-dûr before.
Yep. You just have to make sure you have a lot of bandages.
I bet. Khazad-dûr
the raid mob or Khazad-dûr the zone?
Oh, the zone, sure.
You know.
I know. I'm just kidding.
I am 10% away from level 17.
Now, I believe that skinning knife procs at like 30-something, right? Or am I wrong?
Yeah, that's something that I am going to move over to this guy because I don't ever use it on my rogue anymore.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're going to camp in Khazad-dûr, you could, I don't know how high that little spot you're talking about goes up to, but the zone definitely goes up to 35 and beyond.
Yeah, 35 is where I usually stop camping the maze, and then I start moving on to the other mobs.
I move
zones.
I know we went to Khazad-dûr and we've had several problems all the time.
But we also had a really good experience, too.
Oh, yeah. The experience there is amazing if you can get things under control.
Yeah.
39 Cleric over here, checking things out.
Yeah, I mean, I remember that one time that the camera got bugged on one of you guys' things, and it was just... And...
I remember whenever the ape came from the sky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You couldn't kill him. You couldn't attack him. He was up in the air. He was a plane. He was, I don't know.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that.
Had to zone, and we were doing so well, too, until that happened.
Yep.
Yep, I had cleared that whole area nice and slow and...
And hard and bad for it. Says, well, you guys have to go there on a stream soon. High Pass Keep, I mean. You know, I mean, if Cypher and the guys are up for it, I definitely will be, because High Pass is amazing, and the Keep is even better. If you can get into a group, that's the key. Like, right now, let me even do a search to see.
Usually, about this time, nobody's there.
Yeah, there's 8 players right now. 24 Monk. 35 Monk, probably in the same group, 31 Cleric, 32 Shaman, 28 Necromancer, and a 37 Warrior. Yeah, so there's a lot of people down there, full group, clearly killing goblins right now. I wouldn't stay there any longer than 35, but people do.
That's like the same thing for Mistmore. I wouldn't stay there past 45 or 35.
Yeah, some people do it though because it's such great money. The Gobliniers sell for about 35 plat a piece, and I can't speculate on how often they drop. I've seen drop rates like every other mob, or sometimes even every mob seems to drop a ear, and then there's these long periods I've seen where it's like an hour later and there's not an ear that has been dropped. And they usually do it in a rotation too, where you will loot every mob until you get an ear and then say pass and it will go to the next person. And I feel
you roll on the
bricks.
the blocks.
Yeah. Or the blocks, yeah, those just blocks. But you know,
speaking of blocks, you can go to Solway and or bricks and blocks and farm that too.
I'm coming in low.
Yep.
I see you. Are you coming?
And I'm pretty far down still. They got me stun locked. I'm
dead. He can set me.
I got him. Go back up there.
Yeah, I couldn't set me because I'm low. I'm really low in the zone.
All right.
I'm on that ramp right before you go across the bridge.
Sorry, I didn't. I also didn't mean to interrupt you, AC. I was just.
You're fine. Do you know how it works, man? I mean, there's a lot of people talking, and we try our best, guys. We swear, we try our best to not talk over each other, but it happens.
Yeah.
Now, you said you were on the ramp towards Lower Guck,
or towards the ramp jail? Towards the bridge. Towards the bridge.
There's a bridge going towards Lower Guck. There's a bridge going towards the jail.
Is there?
Towards the Goblin? I see you. You give me consent?
Give me.
There is no way I would have got down to him in time, considering just how far away his corpse was. I thought, you know, standing at the top up there trying to cast through a wall, might have been able to do it, but
yeah, I tried to lay on hands him at the top as well. I tried to save him, but it didn't work.
Yeah, so there's a level 19 enchanter looking for group, but I think we're going to be heading out here in just a few minutes, probably after I get Srcyer back up. Let them go off and get their spells and skills that they are looking forward to trying out.
I also need help with the transfer too, if you guys are for that. I got a weapon that I got the other day from Seb that I could use. This guy.
Yeah, I can help you.
Okay.
First blood, first brood talisman. That's nice as well.
Yeah, if you're serious about your warrior after you get all that armor, I would suggest maybe finding a raid that is going and killing the dragons and seeing if maybe you could snag yourself a necklace.
Yep. Well, when I go to Dragon Necropolis, I'm going to see if I can't get a +4 because shamans
routinely, solo those things.
Usually solo. That's just nuts.
It's cool.
Aggravating as a cleric.
It's cool, dude. I mean, you know, like every class has its thing. And they pay their dues, man. Torpor is not cheap, and they only get it at level 60, which is when their class really comes into play, and that's a long way to go.
Yeah, even getting it as a drop, man. It even when you hit level 60, there's no guarantee. I mean, you're not gonna have it right away. It's not like you have 100K lying around to buy the damn thing anyway.
Right.
I'm just saying that the fact that you're able to solo dragons at all as a shaman and load as all, I mean, that's gut wrenching as a cleric. Because what do you get to do as a cleric?
You get to res people at 96%.
Oh yeah,
and you get to complete heal people. You get to complete heal people where nobody else can do that. Like we have, we have our own thing, you know. Like our thing is helping others. Their thing is being Uber, right? I mean, they're a nice driving company. Is how it comes out.
All right, so here's the conversation though. Hey guys, want to go and camp? Try to farm torpor? No, we don't need a cleric. We need a shaman because they have the slow. Okay. All right. Thanks, buddy.
All right. But here's the other the conversation. Hey, guys, you want to go kill the Avatar of War? Oh, no. We don't need a shaman. We need a buttload of clerics and some really good tanks.
So, that's not true. They need shaman as well.
Not as much as they need clerics. Like, the clerics are going to be... No. Like, they need one shaman that can slow. The rest, they need clerics.
Avatar War's not slowable.
Well, see that they don't even need the shaman, dude. Like, just shaman, shut up and sit down. Get me a cleric.
No, that's when they go into DPS mode.
I'm just saying, dude, every class has its thing, and shamans have a thing, clerics have a thing, warriors have their thing, you know?
Generally, that's when you go into torpor group, is you get all the warriors and you just spam torpor on all the tanks, and that's what shamans do on Avatar War.
Yeah, so like I said, I think all the classes are balanced really well. You just got to find the one thing that you want to be. If you want to be that uber shaman, you got to pay your dues all the way up. But once you get there, the world is at your fingertips, man. You can pretty much go wherever you want, do whatever you want, and not much can stop you. It's a long journey, though. Torpor, like you said, 100,000, if not more. Sometimes a little bit less, I guess, if you get into the right group, but...
Yeah,
60 comes. You get 60 in Kunark, right? Kunark's when 60 came available.
Yeah,
I think so. I don't remember.
Yep. Yeah, Classic was 50 and Kunark was 60, and then Belius was 60 as well. But
yeah, then they went to 65, I believe, in Plains of Knowledge.
Plains of Power, yeah.
Gut says, bro, you can't stop streaming. Your voice is the most calming thing. I appreciate it, dude. I'm glad you guys enjoying the videos. If you want more, you're more than welcome to go check me out on YouTube. As the guys were saying earlier, I have something like, I don't know. Yeah. What was it, Cypher? 600? 700? 1,200?
515.
At least 515 videos on my YouTube channel under AC Gamer. And that's just for my cleric. If you want to see the other characters, I got, you know, hundreds of videos for each one of them, too. The Shadow Knight. I have all tunes except for the Enchanter, the Druid, and, you know, my Shaman's not all that great.
How do you keep track?
I don't. That's what I was saying. My organization skills are horrible, and you may have some crossovers between the videos that aren't really supposed to be there. If you guys see anything like that, leave a comment. I read every single comment. At any time somebody tells me that I have, like, 2 part 54s, you know, I'll go in there and make it like a part 54 and a half. So I try to organize it a little bit better for you.
Without watching every video, I am not seeing any transition between Blackheart Pirates and Paradigm Shift.
Yeah, but you know there was. I remember there was, and that's with a horrible memory. So it's in there somewhere, but trying to find that chaos is going to be a minute. I'll have to look tonight, see if I can find it. But I think after this pool, guys, we're going to go ahead and end the episode. Tie Sticks, definitely thanks for stopping by, man. We might do a little bit of Orbis tomorrow. I don't have anything to do tomorrow. I actually have the day off because of the weather coming up. It's supposed to be pretty nasty. A lot of ice on the road, maybe even a little bit of snow. So, yeah, we may do a little bit of Orbis in there. If not, we'll probably do some more P99 and just kind of hang out with the guys and see what they're all up to. But most of them are working early in the morning, so it may just be me and a few others who can make it.
I'll be on. I may not be awake, but I'll be good to go.
I don't sleep, so you guys can always count on me late at night in the dark in your room to be that voice that echoing through your headset.
That kind of was weird there.
Yeah, a little bit, right? I'm holding you tight, giving you those hugs and kisses, guys. No, just saying. I'm always here for you guys. And it gives me something to do, too, so I don't feel like I'm wasting my time watching info commercials till the break of dawn. Although those days are kind of over.
Ding.
Like Netflix and oh, sweet, dude. That is perfect timing. Right after that fight, and you got a ding.
Yep.
All right, I guess let's tell these guys that we're going to be heading out. That way they know. Pretty decent group, though. I think everybody got a couple levels.
Oh, yeah.
And my cleric got a nice little workout. He got to use some of his low-level healing. I don't think I've cast Remedy in, like, forever. Like, that is like a wizard spell only. So the fact that I was able to use that and it actually did something, hey, you know, it made me feel uber. Made me feel like, you know, I got there.
It's weird how you can go from a wizard, healing them, and then go to an enchanter, and it feels like you're almost healing a tank except that you can usually get them to full from half with Divine Light. But there's definite hit point difference.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. My Paladin was level 10, and now I'm level 15. So tonight I've gained 5 levels.
Wow.
If that's...
I was level 5 this morning, and I'm now level 17 again.
Did you guys see what he said? Feel free to bring all the mobs in the zone, and I think they said we're taking off, so... And we already lost one person, right? Yeah, the telepathy is heading out, so...
Yeah.
All right, let's make it. Let's book it to the zone line. Wolfie got 17 to 18, which is fantastic. He got a level. You guys got a couple levels, and my cleric got to feel good.
Yeah. Did any of the characters that you played gain any levels, like your ranger or your paladin?
Oh yeah. My ranger got a level tonight.
That's good.
All right.
It's getting pretty loud with the static again.
Sorry.
Again, not your fault, dude. We just give you a heads up when it is, so you can mute it for a couple seconds and see if it will go back down.
All right.
Moment. Yeah. All right, guys. So I want to thank you again for watching. As always, I'm AC Gamer. You can find the archive of this video. As soon as the video is over, you'll find it under, you know, my channel, as well as a number of other videos for different games that we've played, including Orbis. Go check out those videos if you don't mind. Let me know what you guys think of that one. That is the very first RPG MMO in VR that I am aware of, and it reminds me a whole lot of Everquest. So if you guys are fans of Everquest or Everquest-type games, you might like that one, and I'm kind of curious to hear your opinions on it. Even if you're like, oh, this game looks like it sucks. Let me know what's wrong with it and what you guys don't find appealing to it, because, you know, I think VR is the wave of the future, and who knows, you know, this could be one of the starts to that. So hopefully you guys will enjoy those. If you're looking for tons of other games, you can find them, like I said, on my YouTube channel. I do like a brand new game almost every day, and I think you guys will enjoy those. If you're looking to find other video games that maybe I don't do, Cypher Deck, you want to tell them a little bit about your channel before we head out?
Yeah, I do anything that has to deal with crafting. I also try out new games all the time. I'm also doing classic games like Arx Fatalis. I'm going to probably be doing RuneScape, and I downloaded Ultima Online, which is the classic version of it. So
I also will be joining you in RuneScape as well, man. So we're going to be doing a video series on that.
Yep. And yeah, anything that has to do with crafting is usually what I play.
And what about you, ZK? Tell them a little bit about your channel, ZK Gaming.
Yeah, I have a lot of raid footage on P99. I try to cover that, but I haven't uploaded a video in a while. But I'm looking to expand out when I can, and I do just a variety of games, just in general. If you think I would enjoy the game, just let me know and I'll give it a shot. I don't have any, you know, specific games that I just play all the time, unless it's this game. But yeah.
All right, and on that note, guys, have a wonderful rest of your night. Stay warm out there, and, you know, drive safe tomorrow, because it's going to be nasty. Hey guys, and welcome to the disembodied voice of AC Gamer. We are definitely going to be doing a lot more series in the future, but here are a few of them that you guys might find interesting. Of course, you're more than welcome to check them out. I would love to hear your comments. Again, if you do enjoy these videos, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. It's definitely the indicator that I use to tell if you guys want to see more videos like that, of that particular game style, of that you know, series in the long run. So when you guys leave comments down, it helps me decide whether we should keep doing it, as well as whether you want to see games like that in the future. And here are a few of them right here. I kind of picked out a few of different genres. We will be doing spotlights for other YouTubers in the future. So if you want to get a little shout out, definitely let me know. If you group with me, chances are you will get a shout out in here eventually. But for now, these are just 4 series that I have that I feel like could use a little bit more attention and that you guys might actually enjoy as well. Thanks again for watching, guys, and we will definitely catch you all next time.